guys, welcome to our channel Gourmet Guru PH. So the reason why we did this whole thing is really to help people elevate their everyday meal and turn it into something a bit more gourmet. So let's say hi to my mom.
Hi!
So what are we gonna do today?
So for our first episode, we're going to do eggs, which is very basic in most if not all kitchens. In this episode, we're going to show you how easy it is to make something like eggs taste really good.
Before we get to anything, don't forget that we'll be linking our blog down below so that you can follow all of our recipes. And at the same time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell notification so that you can get notified every week. So, let's get started.
Hi! For our first dish, we're making herb eggs. Something that's so easy to do and tastes so good. So, let's start. First, you need to butter 2 ramekins. So you just put this in the ramekin. Make sure that the containers you use are oven safe. We've preheated the oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Okay? So we just put that on the pan and stick it in the oven. Okay, now all we have to do is crack 2 eggs in 2 containers. You can use a small bowl or even a teacup. We're not baking it in these containers. We're just using it so it's easy to slip in to the ramekins when it's ready. Next thing is we're going to mix up the spices and the herbs. So we're going to put some Italian seasoning, some thyme, some paprika, some cayenne, some salt, and finally some pepper. So all you have to do is mix that all together. Okay, while we're mixing all of this, the butter is melting in the oven. So you just need to check and see if it's completely melted and bubbly. Then you know you're ready. Let's slip the eggs into each, 1 ramekin each. Let's put some of the herbs in. Alright, now that it's ready, we're popping it back in. Alright, so here's our herbed eggs. It smells so wonderful.
Alright, so for our second dish for the day, it's going to be even easier than those herbed eggs, and that is ham cups. So first, you'll need to preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius, but I already preheated mine. In case you don't have an oven, you can also use a toaster oven or a microwave. And of course, with a microwave, no need to preheat. It takes all of less than a minute to cook. So I'm going to start with my 2 ramekins to hold the ham cups. And take note, this can be substituted for anything from muffin tins to a ceramic that you can bake in or microwave into. So I'm going to take some butter and grease it so that the cups don't stick and you can unmold it later. And then I'm going to take some slices of ham. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the ham and fold it into quarters so that I'll have a pointed edge. And once I get that pointed edge, I'm going to put that into the cup first and then release it. So once you release it, it will take the form of your holder and it will kind of give you a ruffled effect. We're going to grab some cheese. I'm using cream cheese today. And you can use any cheese for that. You can be as generous as you want. If you love cheese like me, you can put a lot. And then now I'm gonna crack an egg. And then from there, we can start adding the seasoning with some thyme. And if you have any herbs at home, anything will do. Even some basil or some pesto would be really good. Then I'm gonna add some cayenne and some paprika. And then some salt and some pepper to taste. And this is just an add-on. You don't have to have this on your ham cups. But I have some roasted tomatoes that I'm gonna slice. Put that on top just for some extra flavor. And now that we're done with that, we're ready to put it in the oven. Alright, so how long you're gonna want to put it in for depends on how long or how cooked you want the egg to be. So if you like it runny, I suggest anything less than 10 minutes. And if you're using a microwave, you can just stick it in at the highest heat for about 30 seconds if you don't want your egg so cooked. Alright, so here we have our ham cups. It smells so good. Oh my gosh, if you guys could smell it. Okay, so you can unmold it or you can just eat it directly from the tin or the ramekin. And I suggest you eat it with a slice of bread, a toast if you want. It's so good. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. So for our last dish, we're making eggs in purgatory. And this is probably one of the most flexible dishes of the three because you can make it anytime for breakfast, lunch, brunch, or even dinner. So we'll start with a medium-sized saute pan over medium heat, and you're gonna wanna pour some oil, some chopped onions, and you're gonna cook that until it becomes quite translucent and soft. And then you're gonna add some garlic. I like to add a little heat into my eggs in purgatory, but it's really up to you. Now, we're ready to add our tomato sauce. Season with some salt and pepper, and then let the mixture sit until it's thickened.
Okay, now that your tomatoes are thickened, we're going to make indentations. Since we're doing 4 eggs, we'll do 4 indentations. Take the egg. You can always crack them over a bowl first, or you can crack it directly onto the tomatoes. Then you take a little of the sauce and put it a little bit over the tomatoes and let that cook. Best thing to do is to cover it until the eggs are just a little bit cooked. Alright, it looks like the eggs are almost done. Let's add some of that wonderful cream cheese. Put it over in dollops all over. Add some of the chopped basil. And you're done.